Okay,
Great.
Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to address the council. I am Sarah Van Kirkley with the Signs Save Lives movement in Decatur, Illinois. Thank you to the Public Works Department for paying some much-needed attention to what was a grossly neglected intersection at 44th and East Cantrell. The updating of stop signs to reflective ones, trimming trees, and adding stop ahead, deer crossing, and school zone head signs in the area are appreciated. It's a great start. It's a great start because we still need signs indicating a deaf school, blind driveways, and a bus stop. When the now Montessori Academy for Peace was Thomas Jefferson, it served between 300 and 400 middle-aged school students. Now it serves over 700 children. 700 children as young as preschool age, including programs for life skills and hearing impaired students. Kevin Miller, a resident of the neighborhood, was hit by a car on 44th Street near Little People's Prep School while he was running one day. There are no sidewalks north or south of Cantrell nor east of 44th for the many pedestrians who frequent this intersection. My neighbor, Tracy Causey, has nearly been hit entering and leaving his driveway several times. Because our driveways are blind, we must rely on hearing to enter and leave our driveways safely. My mother-in-law is deaf. Her hearing aids cancel white noise, which is what the whooshing of a car coming over the hill sounds like. Our driveway is also a special needs bus stop. It will be for at least another 10, if not 20 years, given our oldest on the spectrum and my youngest is on the waiting list for the diagnostic clinic at Easter Seals. Kendrick is 12 and will be eligible to attend until he's 22, so that's a special needs bus stop until 2032 at the end of a blind driveway that remains unmarked, despite my efforts to make phone calls to Public Works since June of this year. Josh just turned 2 and may be eligible for school until the year 2041, meaning that will be a special needs bus stop for a long time. I do not understand the willingness of the city to warn drivers of deer but not deaf and disabled children. I have watched a doe teach her twin fawns to look both ways and listen before they cross the roads. Some of the children attending MAP either can't listen for traffic or don't know to. Why are ducks and penguins worthy of crossing signs near Scoville Zoo but our deaf and disabled children are not? Why can over a half dozen signs go up in a housing complex for one deaf child, yet one sign for dozens of deaf children is somehow too much to ask? I would think our children are just as precious and worthy of the protection of the new docks that received a one-way sign on every single available pole by our lake. But maybe they're not. I would think they're just as precious, but I've sadly been proven wrong by this city's so-called Public Works Department. I want someone to tell me why. I've been told that signs don't slow people down, offloading the entirety of the responsibility onto our already thin-stressed law enforcement. I shouldn't have to tell you goes from one 911 call to another. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, ma'am.